And I think I heard Coach Prime talk about the next level. And I was like, that conversation not going to work for long. Let me tell you why. Because these kids see what's going on at the next level. And I asked the question, when you go to college and you play football on your whole life and you good enough to get a scholarship, but you don't want to go to the next level, what's in between? Do you go to Coach Prime and say, look, Coach, I know I'm talented. I know I'm a 5-star and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to ball out because I love to play ball and this could pay for my education and I'm going to do my content creation, but I want to go be a lawyer. It's going to be a lot more of that. And if Shilo were to come in, they brought Shedeur in. Bring Shilo in. If it hasn't happened, maybe it's happened and I don't know. If you brought Shedeur in to talk to this team, instead of bringing Shedeur in to chide the team, bring Shilo in to let the team know it's okay if the next level isn't what interests you, or if you don't make it. Shilo could do a whole video about that and people would listen, because it's rare to see the former football players experience outside of these podcasters, and that's new too. You talked about you got cut. Talk about what it felt like. Talk about how you really feel. Like, I'm on the fence. I could go back, but I really like this too. Be honest. When Shilo was a kid, he said he didn't want to play football. He wanted to make music. God heard him, apparently. This is a good lane for Shilo. Now, it's going to be some NFL people that don't want it to happen, but honestly, they over there digging in the dirt. They don't care. They showing you they don't care. Turn the TV off and stay home. Hell, go subscribe to Shilo channel and get him the 300,000 subs, because that's what they don't want. They want you to be curled up on the couch crying, eating year-old ice cream with freezer burn on it. That's what they want. If I care more about digging in the dirt than I do about the defense for the Dallas Cowboys, why don't I just sell the Dallas Cowboys? Control. That's why. But you don't want to let it go. Because then they're going to be like Shilo, and somebody else is going to do something good with it, and I'm going to feel some kind of way. Right. Controlling. See, they tried to control Shilo by kicking him out the league, and they thought he was going to curl up on the couch and cry himself to death. That's what they thought. But he out here making it rain with the content. They can't control that. But you best believe they're going to be like, don't invite Shilo on none of these shows. But they'll invite Drewski, but not Shilo. I love this for Shilo. And I was like, man, if Shedeur was there, that place would be crazy. That it would just be crazy. And Shedeur gonna get to a point. If he ain't there already, he like, shit, I'm finna go join my brother. Facts. He has endorsements. They're gonna sit down, they're gonna talk about how to keep it pushing. I mean, if Gunner can be signed by Adidas, then Nike should be just fine. Because I think Shedeur got more fans than Gunner. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. But the point is, Gunner has not played one snap of football. One snap of football. He ran a 5K. And he got an Adidas deal. So I'm just saying, young guys coming out of school, I don't care if you want to play football. I don't care if you want to play flag, you want to play touch. Hey, let them pay for your education. Your master's too. Get that. Make sure you get that. Shilo got his master's. If he wanted to go be a college professor, he could. Let them get that master's on their dime. Go out there and play football in college. Have fun with it. Get that master's on somebody else's dime so you ain't got to pay for it. Yeah. And then that brand that you built from senior high all the way to your master's gonna serve you well, because we gonna know who you are. And that's how you control your own narrative. So shout out to John. Facts. They're gonna be good without football, and Shilo is the first example of seeing that. I loved his video. And one lady was like, "You Deion Sanders' son," and he was so funny. He's good with the questions. He's a natural. He was like, "Which son am I?" I would have never thought to ask that. I would have been like, I would have naturally thought she knew which son I was. She didn't. She thought he was Bucky. That was so funny. He was like, "Which son am I?" And she said, he said, "Am I Bucky or whatever?" And she said, "Bucky." And he was like, and everybody loved that because we know he's not Bucky. But Bucky got a whole shoot at Nike. Bucky got almost 1 million views, and he don't play pro ball. People said Shilo should pick up a camera. Ha ha. He got 3 people walking around with one. Do you see how that worked? People thought Shilo going this route was demeaning. No, this the better route. Why do you think the NFL keep bringing all these people in rather than their own players? Because they famous. Is the goal to have CTE or to get the bag? To get the bag without CTE, without being dehumanized. Shilo is winning. Believe me, he's winning. It said, I saw them folks bring up Shiloh's to counteract anything he does positive. Who was that, Miss Pamela? I didn't hear nobody ask you. Who was it? 12 is live on Twitch. Good. I'll go watch it later. Okay, awesome. If y'all want to go watch it. That's fine. I'll be here reading comments. It said the Not For Long League plus CTE. Right, Miss Pamela? That's too big of a cost to pay. It's like, I want to get the bag. But what did Shilo say? You're going to get a concussion. They know this. That's why I'm like, Coach Prime, bring Shilo in. Let Shilo talk to these kids. And going in on the team, knowing everybody can't get to the next level like that, it's kind of not a good thing. Right? You got to meet people where they are. Okay, if only 1% out of this room going to the next level, them kids know that. They know it's DJ McKinney. They know it's Jordan Seaton. Who else is it? Oh, Marion Miller? Is anybody else? That's 3 out of 88. Time to change the speech. Everybody not going to play like they trying to get to the next level because they're not trying to get to the next level. And you can't be mad at that because you know all 88 of them are not going. Time to change the conversation because things are changing. What is my motto? The way things are today, they may not be tomorrow. That goes for Colorado football and kids playing football and trying to get to a league that isn't welcoming to Black players, whether it's Michael Parsons, Myles Garrett, Dak Prescott, or Shedeur Sanders. So you can't say this was just about Shedeur. Hell no. I thought people called out how Jerry Jones was mistreating what's his name? Michael Parsons, because he cozied up to Michael Parsons to try to manipulate him into taking less money. And because Michael Parsons wanted him to talk to his agent, which is one of the best agents in the business. But then on the other hand, well, Shedeur should have had an agent. I said, why? Because Jerry Jones don't even want to talk to Michael Parsons' agent. That just lets you know they just say anything. There's no professionalism there. There's no standards. There's no ethics. Just a bunch of money. That's it. And it's weaponized. And what the Black players walk away with is CTE, identity crisis, short lifespan, or I don't know, soulless, possibly. I don't know, trying to cope. It ain't good. Because it's funny how the Black players don't get invited to come back, right? You got to be cherry picked to get on the desk. And then you got to get up there and lie about people that look like you. Shout out to Chris Canty for calling out Dillon for what it really is. Yes, thank you. It said, like they did Kyrie Irving when he was when he liked the post. Same thing. And it's funny that Stephen A came out and finally admitted that Kyrie was right. I'm like, you know what? I know why they hired you. I see why they hired you. So now he running something that says, if you think you can go toe-to-toe with me on a sports conversation, I'm hosting to have people come on. I'm like, I'm good. I probably could, but I'm good. I'll see straight through that. I'm like, you need to redeem yourself. That's what it is. So no. Use somebody else. It said, I think they're going to keep rolling Dillon out till he get hurt. Right. I agree with you, Young. That's the only way Shedeur going to get in there. And Bailey Zapp is already activated, right? So does he have to be activated every week? Because if he doesn't have to be activated every week, then they just going to go to Bailey Zapp. They have worked too hard to let Shedeur get to QB1. They devalued him in the draft. And if he balls out, that's not going to look good for the draft. It's going to take a miracle from God. I ain't going to lie. We don't know what that's going to look like because God's ways are way Way higher. But I bet if everybody stayed home, it'll happen. But everybody ain't gonna stay home, which is why they don't care. Some people just gotta go there like they don't have nothing else to do with their life. And hey, it is what it is.